The job market is basically getting worse. We knew it was going to get bad. When Jerome Powell usually speak, he would say how strong the job market is and where we're basically going with the labor market. But things are finally starting to change. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. But it's not the end of the world. It's still opportunities, still different ways you can actually make money. And before we get started, we have to do some housekeeping. All I ask is for you to hit that subscribe button. Definitely help out the channel. So the first thing I want to talk about is the hiring and job creation. U.S. forecasts to add 275,000 jobs in September, with unemployment sticking to 3.7%. The number of workers hired in September could fall to a 1.5-year low, but the U.S. job market is still too hot for a Federal Reserve that worries a labor shortage is adding to high inflation. Now, in my opinion, I don't believe that have anything to do with high inflation. The job market is always going to go up, it's always going to go down. But the way the economy is now, a lot of people don't have regular 9-to-5 jobs. People have gig jobs. People have different ways to make money. So this can be an inaccurate chart. The increase in unemployment in September is forecast to slip to 275,000 from 315,000 in August, according to a poll of economists by the Wall Street Journal. If so, it will mark the smallest gain since early 2021. But the slowdown in job creation comes at no surprise. Millions of people were hired or rehired after the economy began to recover from the pandemic. And down here, they say evidence is mounting that companies are cutting back. Job openings sank more than 1 million in August, for example, and layoffs rose to an 18-month high. That brings me to this article on CNBC. GE is one of the biggest companies in the world, so if they're laying off 20% of their workforce, that's a sign of an economic crash, and that is not good for the economy. GE is said to be examining its onshore wind footprint in Europe and Asia as well. GE renewable energy business faces a trifecta of challenges: rising input costs, supply chain issues, and competition from its likes of Siemens, while the demand for clean energy option is rising as energy shortage continue to wreak havoc. So you can read that article and see more about that. And that brings me to this article on Moomoo, which you can get you some free stocks with Moomoo. Shout out to them. They're saying basically the market is already sliding. I believe it's going to be another red day tomorrow because of the jobs. It's not going to last long, in my opinion. This is the most important part of the article right here. On Thursday morning, investors decided that bad economic news actually was bad. Initial jobless claims data showed that claims rose to 219,000 for the week ended in October 1st, more than the 203,000 that economists expected. Stock futures, which has been trading lower, paired their losses immediately after the data release, but then turned lower again. This is a misconception that the Fed will make a pivot as soon as we see economic deterioration. The message for us is very simple. The slowdown is happening. It is likely to be a recession, and equities need to start showing a better pricing of recession risks, said Florian Lipo. Mr. Lipo said he has been positioning more defensively across his flagship portfolio since August, but last week bumped his portfolio cash holding up to 75% amid the joint collapse of bonds and equity. That cash allocation, he said, is the highest since the heart of the C19. So a lot of people are racking up on cash because they believe the economy is going a lot lower. So in my honest opinion, yes, I believe we already in a recession. I've said it numerous amount of times, and the job market is going to continue to get worse. But that don't mean it's end of the world. There's actually still opportunities. You're going to still have stocks and ETFs basically going down like the SPY or QQQ. But there are individual companies that you can actually still take advantage of. Let's look at a few of them. So if we look at my watch list, if you look at the Dow, in the last year, we basically been slowly going down. We had a bounce up, slowly going down. How much lower will we go? Nobody knows. But I still believe after tomorrow, there's still going to be a big opportunity because we're going to get a few good spikes in the month of October. I love Alliance Resource Partners. I believe this is a great company that you can take advantage of during a recession. Amazon should be one, but Amazon is probably 2 years off from basically being recession proof, because they are involved with transportation costs, travel, and different things that affect the market directly. But even like with them doing football and stuff, that's going to help them out in the future. One company that I never invested in that I see an opportunity is Netflix. Netflix can be a recession proof company once they become a lot stronger. We are approaching winter. Winter is coming. What people are going to be doing? They're going to be in the house watching movies. Netflix can take advantage of this and can make money while everything is going down. If you look at Netflix 5 years back, you notice once it get cold, that's when you start getting a rally. So buy-in time is usually around November. Then you got the rally going into the next year. You look over here, look at this. November, October buy-in time, you got a rally going up. So right here, I believe we're going to have the same thing with Netflix. So I might probably get a call option on Netflix, a long one, and make money that way, since I really don't like the company too much. PayPal could be a company, but I don't necessarily know. I wouldn't put my money on it. Google is another good one that could be recession proof. I am buying up Google. If I could, I would buy at least one Google share a day. I've been buying it under $100. I'm going to probably still keep on buying. So you still have companies. You just have to use your mind and think of, while everything is going down, where can you actually make money? When DraftKings get it together, I believe this can be a recession proof company, especially when sports, everything is popping off. We have NFL going on. We have NBA about to be starting back up. We have so many different sports going on all at once. Everybody's going to be taking advantage of sports bets. So yes, you have to be very careful when you're investing. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a black brother on YouTube giving you guys some game on what's my thoughts, exactly what I'm doing. If you want to have more direct access to me, see exactly what I'm buying, when I'm buying, I always let my Patreon members know first. Interested in that, just click the link in the bio or ping to the top of the comments. Let me know in the comments, how long do you think the economy will go down? How long you think we will be in this recession? Because I think it's going to be a prolonged recession. We're not going to have a crazy recovery overnight, but we're going to have some good sparks. And I believe you still can make money even while the economy as a whole going down, because certain companies is going to take advantage of it. That's all I want to talk about. I'm Lando Sess. Talk to you guys later.